Welcome to Creator's Cut. We got Amir Says Nothing here. We're gonna break down the video for Victory Loves Company. Where did you
Yeah,
shoot this video at?
this video was shot in North Carolina.
I was gonna say that does not look
Yeah.
like LA.
No. I actually try to I try to not, LA videos have been done a lot. So it's like, how many times do you want to see like the LA skyline? If it's not coming from like an artist that is like a Dom Kennedy or, you know what I mean? Like I'm an LA transplant at the end of the day, so I try to bring something a little bit different, but I like shooting stuff that makes people in LA even be like, "Oh, where was this?" You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I just think it makes it a little more interesting. So yeah, it was done in North Carolina.
Nice.
I partially grew up there, went to high school there.
Dope.
So I have friends there. My homie Tony, who shot the video. We've been friends for a long time. He has multiple bands he's had, and he does video and stuff too. So he actually did the video. Our first video was for Big Star, which is another track that's on the album. And then we're just, we're like, let's do another one and just try to, you're always trying to like, we did this, Big Star probably, we honestly did that video probably in like 30 minutes to an hour, you know what I mean?
Jeez.
And it came out really dope. So with Victory, it was like, let's do like a whole day basically. So that was the whole day. And we just shot multiple things and stuff came together nicely and got to take the Bentley out,
Yes.
take my mom's out in the Bentley and she made the video. That was dope. It's great. I'm very happy with how it came out.
I always say, and a lot of people say this about a lot of places, but I feel like I only say this about North Carolina. There's definitely
Yeah.
something in the water there as far as talent. So now I can add you to that list
Yeah.
of talented people in North Carolina because Rhapsody,
Thank
Ninth
you.
Wonder,
Yeah.
Little Brother as a whole, like J.
Yeah.
Cole, basically all of Jamla, Cooley
Yeah.
High. Like there's so much
Have you
talent in
been
North Carolina.
have you listened to Loot too?
Yes, I love Lute.
On Dreamville? We went to high school together. That's my man.
Oh, he's the best. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been on the
Yeah.
podcast before. So, yeah, no,
Hell
he's
yeah.
super dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've sat down a couple times with Big Pooh, who's managing him. So I
Yep.
think
Yep.
that's a
He
super cool
manages
connection.
Pooh manages him and my other homie Black Soul, who's an R&B singer.
Yes.
So he manages both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both very talented brothers. You know what I'm saying?
So dope. So
Shout
for,
out them.
so for this video, of course, we
Mhm.
got the Bentley, we got your mom, we're in North Carolina. But another very important scene is you in the bubble bath. Very, to me, it's very Pac-esque. What was the inspiration for
Yeah.
that?
No, absolutely, Pac. I mean, I honestly like so. I guess you could classify me as a still like underground rapper. I guess if you want to say that.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. But I do think that underground has this like idea where people think of underground and they think like everybody's supposed to be like in a hoodie and like not wearing jewelry and not doing no nice cars, no nice anything. You know what I'm saying? And like I've been very I don't know, I want to break that. You know what I mean? Like I want to I want to be somebody who you can be like, yo, dude, it's okay to be like underground and have all this nice shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's like, nobody, I mean, not nobody, I can't speak for everyone, but for the most part, we're not getting into music to be like, I just want to be, a struggling rapper. Everybody wants to have nice shit. Everybody wants to take their mom out in a Bentley. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just try to use, I've like around like, a year or two ago, especially with this album we've been working on, just not being afraid to flex and not being like, oh, I got to stick to this like backpack rap. I don't even want that label on me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if it's synonymous with like putting a ceiling on your accomplishments, then I don't want that. You know what I mean? I want to be in the big rooms with the big people. I want to hang out with Rick Rubin, and I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You're trying to be successful and trying to get your art to the highest level. integrity is, you know, between you and your art. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not for other people to judge. So, um, all in all, that's kind of the space from getting in the tub and flexing, and yeah, it's like Pac, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to be like, I'm getting it. I don't know what I'm not, you know what I mean? That's what we're doing. So, you know, victory loves company, man.
No, and there's a duality there. It's not just underground and top 40. Like, there's all
Yeah.
these different things, and it's like, you can be anything.
Just like the rest of us, we were all kids in the early 2000s. So if you're trying to act like you didn't like, you know, Nelly and the Saint Lunatics and Jagged Edge and 3 6 Mafia and you know what I mean? Like the whole shiny suit, bling bling era, like I loved that shit. You know what I'm saying? So for me, part of including cars and including a little shine and a little gold and chilling in the tub is because I grew up on images of people like kind of like, you know, what they used to call like ghetto fabulous type shit. Like they would be like hood rich. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up on that shit. I grew up on big timers where they would like, you know, the whole campaign, my like that whole Stay Fly video is exactly the kind of shit I grew up on. So for me, it's just finding ways to blend that for myself into my music so you can show your influences, you know, and just as much as your own creativity, and you know what I mean.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We have to talk about the man himself, Slug of Atmosphere, of course.
Yeah.
Your A1 from day one.
The big homie.
What was it like getting him on this one?
Really dope, man. Honestly, it's like I mean, it's like one of those things that I don't even. I guess you don't really know how to like put it into words because it's like, wow, like, you know, I first heard Atmosphere when I was like 16. Like my friend Matt put me on, and he was playing me like God Loves Ugly and Fuck You Lucy and all that shit. So, you know, to be all the way here all these years later and have like, you know, a record together and things like that is kind of a trip. You know what I mean? It's a real trip because I wasn't one of those kids that was like 16 and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper and da da da. You know what I mean? Like I just used to rap for like fun just because my homies used to freestyle and everything. So, as far as that goes, you know, that wasn't even on my radar. So to be all the way here and have something done is really dope. And it was just dope the way it came about, man. Because, you know, we've known each other for a few years and I've sent him music before, but mostly to like check out, you know what I mean? Or I sampled Atmosphere once. I sampled a live performance of God's Bathroom Floor on an EP called Love Always Mr. Right. So I sent it to him and be like, yo, you know, is it cool if I use that? But with this one, Germ had sent me all these beats. And as soon as I heard this beat, it took me kind of into like, for me, it reminded me of like an Atmosphere, like a Sad Clown, you know, type beat. Like, so I was like, man, I could really like hear him on that. So, you know, just went to the studio and wrote something it's cool how it came out because like the whole like video FaceTime call thing.
Yes, that's what I was going to ask about.
Yeah, it was an idea for the video, but low-key I kind of wrote the song. I wrote the song like that. You know what I mean? Because that's why the whole like, you know, pass the phone, I got it down and beat. I'm like, hello. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of like, you know, he's in Minnesota, I'm in LA, and you know, they're busy. They're running around on tour and doing all kinds of stuff. So I think subconsciously I somehow wrote that all to come together, and it all came together, which was really dope. So shout out my man Slug, Atmosphere, Rhyme Sayers, everybody. Hey.
It's crazy how well the verses flow together, and then on top of that, getting the video to flow together. Like it's super, super cool. You guys did a great job on that. I love it. Yeah,
it's crazy because we had like some schedule-y shit for the video, just like that almost didn't come together. But I was like, nah, man, it's just like we got to do this one. You know what I mean? Like, and it all came together really dope. So that's I send in a shout out to Tony too because he killed it on that shit.
He really did. And then we talked about the different scenes. I think the only scene we haven't talked about yet is the Treadmill. What was the
Oh yeah.
inspiration behind the treadmill?
Hey man, it's the same thing. Like just I like, you know what? I like again, one of the things that you used to see a lot in music videos, probably from like the early 2000s era, was a lot of like, just kind of, there were a lot of plays on shit, right? Like I can think of like Outcast videos where they were like UPS workers and like, you know what I mean? Like I always love those videos. Like I think it's just, it's, everybody do what they want. But for me, I love putting the rappers or putting the artists in these like scenarios of doing like really regular shit. You know what I mean? Like, so I just kind of wanted to be like, that's me running. I'm running the treadmill right now. You know what I mean? Like on my like 50 Cent shit where he like swings down from the ceiling and he's all like, you know what I mean? Buff working out. Like that was mine. So
There's a bunch of different influences there. That's super dope. I like that a lot. Anything else you want to say about this video?
I mean, other than that, I mean, it's pretty. I think it's great because it just with all this stuff, like I was telling some backstory of the creation of it and from the song to the video to the concept to it coming out, out of Noisy and Vice, which is a big channel that I love. I've watched forever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just very happy that it came together the way it did. You know what I mean? Like the art, you just create it and it takes a life of its own. You know what I mean? And that's one of the best things about doing this, is just seeing, you really get a practice in, your mind, taking something from idea to reality, and you just, and you could do whatever you want, man. And I hope that, people who view and stay up to date on all my shit can get that and apply it. Cause that's what the album is loosely about too. That's what the concept is. I've been being a little coded about it cause I'm just like, when it comes, it's going to be ready and then they're going to get it and they're going to be like, all right. So I'm like, I don't want to say too much. You know what I mean? Cause I like dinner to be ready. You know what I mean? So I could be like, it's served now. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, other than that, everything's cool. Victory Loves Company comes out on all the streaming services on April 18th. Nice. So that's the first time I'm saying that. You get that date exclusive.
Thank you.
Added to your playlist. Added to everything. Waiting. Yeah, no, I know this. We had to do our I like a little staggered release. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's coming on. It's coming though, and yeah, it'll be good. Add it to your playlist. Tell your mom. Send it to your brother. And stay safe. Stay sane.
For real. Yeah, I was gonna say, anything else you want to say about the album? Anything else you want to say to the people?
Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate everybody for riding with us. The album's dope. As production on it from Mike Shinoda, Big Germ. Let me see who else. Ystro. I got Tay Beast joint on there. Roswell Universe, Matt Maddox. Bunch of different cats that either, got a good balance. Everybody's friends of mine. Everybody, like, I make music with my friends. But I say, there's a good balance there between names that, are household names and people that people might, get to hear from the first time. So I'm excited about that because I'm finding myself in this little space where now I can, I don't want to say put people on because it's not putting people on, but just through my music, introduce my world to other worlds too. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, really creating that mixture of like, okay, I know all these people and you may not know them, but here's an introduction and being able to bring everybody together to be like, oh, okay, cool. This is what my sound is with all of my friends. I love that so much.
No, exactly. I'm super inspired by like organized noise and shit. So
yes,
that's kind of been my thing from day one is just to really create like a village and an ecosystem, even within like myself and my project. So the people you hear on my shit aren't just like, someone that there's relationships there. You know what I mean? It's not just like people that we exchanged a DM and let's work. And you know what I mean? For better or worse, I don't really work like that. You know what I mean? I think I kind of got that too from like, being a little homie of Atmosphere a lot, because they're pretty big on creating with people that they have relationships with, and kind of trickle down to my mindset too.
I have an understanding of how important really knowing that person and spending time with that person and collaborating, that is such an experience, and it really does pay off when you listen to the music and you're like, oh my goodness, you can feel like you're in that room with them, which is so important for the listener. So
no, exactly, because I mean, I don't want to, I can't speak for anyone else, but I would say that even from you hearing, what you heard from me and Slug, you know what I mean? It's like, this is also like years of, friendship. So all this stuff has come together. Thankfully to him, I pitched him an idea and he was down with it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, that's how you get the best, product, by actually, trying to just create with people that you actually rock with each other on a personal level, not just trying to, get notches in the belt and shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And that's how it becomes a long-term thing. And it, you know what I mean? There's so many levels to it that just make a difference. And there's so much integrity in that, and it's beautiful.
Hey, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
No problem. Anything else you want to tell the people?
Dogs making noise.
Hey, dogs. They want to be a part of it.
Nah, man. Just keep playing my hits, man.
Yes. Go back in the catalog. Spend some time with it.
Yeah, we got a good little catalog for people too. So, because I've been, putting out since 2015. So with the album that's coming, it's like my 6th project or 5th project or something like that. Second album, like underground independent album. But then like 6th project. So yeah, nice. Go back, listen, enjoy, and keep it locked, keep it rocking with us. Bright side in this thing.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And the video's out right now. You've just seen it a bazillion times throughout this creator's cut, but I'll leave the link in the description so you can go watch it, listen to it, enjoy it. Like I said, it's such a cool, cohesive video, and the creativity's there. And I think it's for people who are just now learning about you. I think it's such a good invitation to who you are. It definitely felt inviting to me, where I was like, oh man, like I feel like I know this guy. I've been in the bathtub and on the treadmill with him. So here we are.
That's like, honestly, like you hit the nail on the head, because I was thinking about the other day, like, the music we make is what speaks for us. When someone's like hearing you for the first time, it's like you're going to go to my Spotify and you're going to play the song at the top. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And, I've had songs and stuff that were in movies and shit that did really well. So they've been at the top, but they're from years ago. You know what I'm saying? So what's been most exciting for me is like, we've been sitting on this stuff for a while. You know what I mean? But being able to put out music that's speaking for modern day you know what I mean, is always great. So I'm glad. I can't wait for Victory to hit streaming services. I'm going to be playing it with everybody else.
Yes. You said April 18th?
18th, yeah.
April 18th, go stream it. But in the meantime, on Twitter, @AmirSaysNothing. On Instagram, @AmirSaysNothing. Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all of them. Amir Says Nothing. Check him out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. This was so much fun. We actually did it, like, seriously on a whim, guys. Shoot your shot. Reach out to people and say, let's make something, and things will be made. So I super appreciate you.
Hey, it's all about it. That's what we got to do.
Yes. And again, thank you guys so much for watching it live. If you're watching it in the past, then that's cool too.
We appreciate you all the same, whether you're here in the past, present, or future. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It is all good. And with that, we're out. Thank you again.
Bright side. Ha!
Yes.